So I thought I'd make my next video be about the new makeup releases that have happened within the last week, because that's one of my favourite types of videos. Of course, that's inspired by Samantha March, who I love, and if anyone disagrees with me, then we shall come to blows about it. So basically, I'm looking at all of the releases from the 30th of June until the 6th of July. Now, it's going to take me a while to get through these because, believe it or not, within a week, there's just like an insane amount of makeup being released. And I'm going to show you some pictures, going to give you some general thoughts about it, but honest to God, there is just so many, it's going to be hard to get through all of them at the same time. Or rather, not at the same time, but in a fairly cohesive manner. Sorry about the hair, got out of the shower and did my face, so, you know, I'm semi-presentable. Yeah, so we'll start off. The first thing, and I'm doing this in chronological order in terms of like how when they were announced. So the first thing that I saw was that Winky Lux have released a new confetti lip balm, and I'm going to have a picture of it either here or here. We'll see. Maybe this side makes more sense. Right, so I'm going to have a picture of it here. So Winky Lux have a new confetti lip balm. It's meant to be lavender soft pink, and it claims to be a lavender balm that goes on clear, creating your perfect shade of pink. Now, we've had loads of cosmetics brands claim to do that in the past. As to how true it is, I mean, it's really hard to find a universal shade. They will be on sale in Sephora for $14. Now, I know that Debenhams here in Ireland and in the UK supplies Winky Lux as well, so I would imagine it would come to Ireland and the UK fairly soon. The next thing that I saw was Melt Cosmetics have released a new highlighter slash blush. So they have them in the shades Genesis and Morning Star. Genesis is a peach base with golden pearl and can double up as a blush, and Morning Star is an opulent vanilla hue with gold and pink pearl that creates the most lustrous peachy golden shift. They look really pretty. I quite like the look of Genesis. It looks really peachy and summery and fun, but we're in July now, so by the time I get my paws on that, summer will have been gone, so peach doesn't look quite as good in, well, not that it doesn't look quite as good, but it doesn't make as much sense in the autumn. So I don't know, unless I got it and just kind of put it into a makeup reserve. I don't know. Next thing was that Origins have released a new skincare. It's called Clear Improvement Pore Clear Moisturizer, which is quite the mouthful. It says it has bamboo charcoal and 1% salicylic acid, and it says that it is oil-free, non-acnogenic, dermatologically tested, lightweight, all-day hydration. So that's a big claim. It says that it's ideal for combination or oily skin types, and that includes acne-prone skin. It says that it actively clears blemishes and blackheads and prevents new breakouts. I mean, personally, I'm okay with my skin in general, apart from like I have like 5 million lines, which I just call my WTF lines, because I definitely didn't have them before I did a PhD, but it's just all of my time spent going, have just led to these lines here and here, which are just gross to look at. But in general, I'm okay in that I don't get blemishes that often, and I'm kind of not really that bothered about them when I do. I'm kind of like, meh. But if you are prone to that sort of thing, maybe give it a look. The next thing that came out was Natasha Denona's Chroma Crystal Liquid Eyeshadow, and it claims that it features a new lustrous liquid formula which creates sensational next level sparkling effects with 5 edgy and iridescent shades. It says that it's made with rich saturated high quality pigments, dazzling chroma crystals and luminous mineral pearls, which is like, wow, that's a lot of stuff. It says it's a long wear, or you can wear it alone or layer it. So they're available in 5 shades. But I was looking at the swatches, and to me, some of them look very, very similar to each other, so I don't know how much of a difference there actually is. They're $25 each, which is a lot, considering she just released her Sunrise palette for, it was £60, so that would have been about $70-ish. So I don't know. And there's 0.27 fluid ounces each. It says that Zone is a white greenish gold duochrome with metallic finish. Sienna is a green copper with metallic finish. Moonstone is a nude champagne with metallic finish. Nightfall is a deep eggplant with bronze pink shimmer with metallic finish. And Aubade, I hope I pronounced that correctly, is a golden bronze with metallic finish. I think the only one that I would be semi-interested in would be Nightfall, which is the eggplant shade. But in saying that, I know if I get a single, it's just going to sit there. Like, I'm trying to make a more conscious effort to use my singles. I might even do like a thing where I'm just going through singles and putting them on my eyes. But I'm more likely to use something if it's in a palette because I have everything I need there. So I can't see myself forking out $25 for that. But yeah, I don't know what everyone else thinks. The next thing is Milani, which is a more affordable makeup brand. But in saying that, I think affordable makeup brands are just going up and up in terms of their prices. Milani has their new Gilded Ember Hyper Pigmented Face and Eyeshadow Palette, which is available on Amazon for $20. I think the shades in this look really pretty, and it reminds me of a slightly more kind of toned down Sunrise Natasha Denona palette, and I like that there's some face stuff in there. But in saying that, that's not going to fit a lot of people. Like the darker kind of highlighter there, I couldn't wear that unless I wore it as like a shimmery bronzer, and I know that people of darker skin tones would be like, this does nothing for me, unless they used it as like an eyeshadow shape. But then it's like, it claims that it has soft mattes, saturated metallic shimmers, deep duochromes, and luminous highlighters. So it has 9 eyeshadows and 2 highlighters. I think it looks nice. I don't think I'll be getting it. I've never actually tried Milani. It isn't as easy to come by in Ireland as it seems to be in the US. The next thing is Linda Hallberg Fantastic Lipsticks. So it's spelled Fantastic. I really struggled with spelling there. That was really sad. They have new shades that are formulated to be multi-use lipstick for lips and cheeks with an SPF of 15, which is good. I always like when something has a built-in SPF because fair skin. It claims to give ultimate glow and hydration with a creamy moisturising formula with glossy and sheer buildable finish in shades Bottom, Extra, Famous, Cultured and Pop Dye, and they retail for $23 each. In Ireland and the UK you can get Linda Hallberg Cosmetics on Beauty Bay, so I'm assuming they'll come to them eventually. I actually currently have a Linda Hallberg lipstick excuse me, in my basket on Beauty Bay, and I'm just like hovering as to whether or not I'll get it because I want to get more lipsticks because I don't need more lipsticks, but I want more lipsticks, and I feel like I'm kind of rocking a more nude shade at the moment. The next thing is, and I don't have a huge amount of information on it, is an indie release by Terra Moon Cosmetics, and they've launched their new kind of mermaid collection. So it seems to be some sort of pastel shimmer shades. So there's like some nice kind of greens, lilac-y purples, more bluey purple, and like a sort of a yellowy golden shift in there. I think they look really nice. I've never tried anything from Terra Moon Cosmetics, but I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on that. I mean, those would look beautiful on the inner corner of the eye, and I could imagine that you could potentially use them as a really unusual highlighter as well, so I'm not mad at that. I think that's quite nice. Sarazar Cosmetics have also come out with a new high shine foil pigment. Same sort of issue that I have with the Natasha Denona. If I get something in singles, I don't really tend to use it quite as much. But I was looking at the picture there, and they had a video on Indie Makeup Spotlight. By the way, I get all of my information from Trend Mood, Indie Makeup Spotlight, Beauty News Official, and the Indie Mood on Instagram. They have all of the information there. If it wasn't for them, I'd have no idea what was going on. But the video, it did look really, really pretty. So I am semi-tempted, but I'm afraid that if I get that, then I wouldn't actually use it because I'm really bad like that. The next thing is Glamlight. Glamlight have been coming out with a lot of stuff recently. They had their Viva Mexico, they had the taco palette, the pizza palette, just a lot of food-based palettes. So they've released part 2 of their Viva Mexico collection. They're releasing margarita lips in 6 flavors, which I'm like, flavors? Like flavors, or do you mean shades? But they said flavors, so I'm like, do they taste of something? Which just brings me right back to like the early noughties when you used to have like flavored lip balms and stuff, and I'm like, interesting, but on a more adult level because it's margarita. But there you go. They're $12 each. They're also releasing tequila lips for $10. So if you're interested, there are of course affiliate codes where you can get like 15% off. There's a YouTuber called on here called Amy Loves Makeup, and she has some affiliate codes for that, such as all in caps Amy Loves. You'll get I think it's like 15% off if you order from Glamlight using that particular code. They're also releasing, oh god, how do I pronounce this? Mechelada lashes in 2 styles for $10 each. Please don't hate me for butchering a language. I don't know. They're releasing taco lashes as well in 5 styles, and they're available online for $12 each. I like a nice false lash because I essentially have no lashes myself. It's sad, but that is the truth. But I don't know how many pairs of lashes, so there's no point in me getting more at the moment, but I really like the look of some of these. They look very like subtle but dramatic, which I like. I don't like really like obviously fake lashes. The next thing is JD Glow Cosmetics, and they're launching 5 new super metallic foiled pastel shadows on Friday the 5th of July. So they just launched that yesterday, and they've also stated that they're going to be coming out with some matte shadows to match these soon, which I'm quite excited about because there's very few eyeshadows out there that are pastel. We had Kat Von D's Pastel Goth a few years ago, and that was amazing, one of our better ones. And I know that Blush Tribe are coming out with their new pastel palette, which I've ordered, but I think there's been some issues, so it's taking them a little while just to make sure that it's perfect, which I'm like, that's fine. I don't mind a delay as long as it's all done correctly. So it's nice to see some more pastel shades coming out as well. Next thing is Sydney Grace Cosmetics, who I love. Their eyeshadow for Queen of Hearts, it's like this beautiful red. It's just stunning. It's beautiful. They have their Christmas in July sale coming up, and they're going to be launching a new bundle of eyeshadows, and there's some beautiful like earthy greens, which, you know, I love a green. So I'm looking at that, and there's like some golds and this beautiful kind of mossy grassy green, like a earthy brown. They look really pretty, but I'm kind of thinking that because I got the Smoke Sessions and the Gemini palette from Melt Cosmetics, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to get this as well, because I can see, not that they're exact dupes, but there's the general kind of colour story in there, so I'm like, oh, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to do that, so I'm trying to be a bit better. Kylie Cosmetics, i.e. Kylie from the Jenners, because there has been a whole legal battle there in terms of who has the right to the name of Kylie. Is it Kylie Minogue, always Kylie Minogue or Kylie Jenner. And I think Kylie Minogue actually won out on that because she was like, well, I've been here first, which, you know, you kind of can't argue on that. Anyways, Kylie Jenner has released a whole new ton of things for summer. She is launching her summer 2019 collection, and it includes eyeshadow, lipsticks, lip blush, eye glaze, and lip gloss, which is just like, wow. How many things do you have? The summer eyeshadow palette claims to have matte, shimmery finishes and new metallic and glitter formulas. I can't say anything about the Kylie Jenner stuff because I've never actually tried it. Nothing has ever really appealed to me. Of course, I'm looking at this eyeshadow palette and I'm like, there's a green in there. But I need to be strong. And actually, it's really funny because I'm not that bothered about it. I should, not that it'll make any difference to her. Loads of people will buy it. Me not getting it is not going to make any difference to her one way or another. She's also releasing 3 lipsticks in the shades Endless Summer, which is a metallic topper, Beach Bum, which is a matte and a sort of a nude colour, and Paradise Please, which is a matte lipstick in a more sort of a coral pink tone. So very, very summery. But again, I'm like, it's July, summer's almost over in my mind. It would have made more sense to have come out with this much earlier. They're also releasing 4 shimmer eye glazes in shades Night Swim, which is a golden coppery shimmery shade with a sort of a brown or a purple. I can't 100% make it out. Ocean Child, which is a golden yellow shimmer, Deep Sea Dreams, which is a warm pink shimmer, and Aqua Mama, which is a blue shimmery shade. Again, singles, I don't really tend to use them. They're a silly purchase for me to get unless I can like put them into a Z palette and make something of my own, but that's not the case with these, so there is no point in me getting that. Again, still on the Kylie train. They're also releasing 2 lip blushes, which they claim have a new formula which gives you natural tinted lips with a matte finish. It's really funny because anytime I see these, I always think of Colourpop because they have very similar packaging to Colourpop. And I don't know, I like Colourpop and it's cheaper, and I'm like, I'd sooner go with that than go with something from Kylie Jenner. So they've released those 2 lip blushes in the shades Bikini Bod and Boss Bay, and they've also released what they call a high gloss, which I'm like, is that just lip gloss? Are you just giving it a new name? And they've called the shade is You Are the Sun. Seems to be kind of a nudie goldy shade. I don't know how it would actually look on the lips because they just have swatches on the arms, so that doesn't really give me much of an indication. And just in case you thought, well, Kylie Cosmetics has not come out with a lot, yeah, they also celebrated the 4th of July with a new gloss set, with that high gloss collection. I don't know what high gloss means, and it includes the shades Clear, Blow Me Away, Oh You Fancy, and Diva. Again, not interested. I'm going to be passing on those. Kylie Minogue has now come out with her own makeup line. I sometimes wonder if this was actually in, I don't want to say retaliation, but in response to Kylie Cosmetics. So she's launched her own beauty line, which includes a lip oil called Wow, which I'm really enjoying because, you know, it's like little references to her songs, a lip gloss called Raining Glitter, an eye to cheek glitter in Stay Golden, lip to cheek in the shade Wild Rose, and some magnetic electric eyeshadows in purple, teal and pink. I think the shades are really pretty in terms of the eyeshadow, and I think she's right in coming out with a very small, well, not a small collection, but it's more curated. It's not as big and massive as, say, like Kylie Cosmetics collection. I think she's right in releasing a few at a time to just see how they're received, see does she need to change any of the formulas. Again, in terms of the singles, I won't be getting that because I'm not going to use it, but I'm liking the shades, I'm liking the general tone, it just seems like a lot of fun. MAC are releasing a full collection of MAC Love Me lipsticks with 23 lipsticks that have an argan oil infused formula, a creamy satin finish, and a special packaging to let you know whether it's nudes, reds, and purples. They're apparently retailing at $19 each, and they're going to be launching on August the 1st. Not sure if that's in the States or if that's worldwide. MAC, of course, are sold here in Ireland, in Brown Thomas, and they're sold in the UK in Debenhams. They claim that the formula provides a vivid colour payoff, is lightweight, and a supremely comfortable formula which leaves lips feeling instantly and continuously moisturised throughout the day. It also claims that it's nourishing and conditioning, leaving lips softer, smoother, and more supple with continued use. I know a lot of people are really mad about they love the MAC lipsticks. I never 100% fell in love with them, so I'll be passing on that unless I hear some like amazing rave reviews on them. M Cosmetics, EMME, are releasing 3 new single shadows and a makeup bag, which looks really, really cute. I recently got their Flower Garden palette, and I can see that I think at least one of the shades that they have there is from the Flower Garden palette. So if you already have that, there's no point in getting it. So I'll be passing on that. In terms of what I think of the formula from what I've got of M Cosmetics, EMME, because there is another M Cosmetics, just EM. I think they're really, really nice, and they just have a beautiful pigment to them, so I do think they're worth the money. Again, they're a Canadian indie brand, so if you're buying them and you're in Europe, be aware you're going to have to pay duty on them, so don't be shocked on that. Jouer Cosmetics have released a new highlighter which is formulated for face and body, and it's called the Molten Glow All Over Highlighter. I've already seen this on Beauty Bay, so they must have made this available pretty darn quickly. It claims to be a luxurious face and body highlighter that gives you the ultimate luminous, radiant glow with one swipe of the petite kabuki brush, which is included in the set. I won't be getting this because I recently just ordered a ton of highlighters from Ofra. I say a ton, I got 2. That's enough. I have enough. I have one face. There's only so much highlighter I can put on. The next one is Hourglass have a new scattered light glitter eyeshadow in new shades. I wasn't even aware that they had an original one, which kind of just shows how asleep I've been. It claims to be a weightless refined glitter eyeshadow infused with light reflecting pearls to create high impact sparkling eyes. So I guess if you want those anime eyes, that's the way to go. The unique hybrid cream formula creates reflective buildable dimension for everything from a delicate glimmer to an intense prismatic finish in 5 different shades at $29 each. It includes the shades Burnish, Rapture, Ray, and Vivid. Now, it said that there were 5 shades, but I couldn't find out the name of the 5th one unless it was a typo. I don't know. $29 each. That's a lot of money for one. And I mean, if I'm 100% honest, I'll keep coming back to Colourpop, because Colourpop have their glitterally obsessed stuff. They have their jelly shadows, which gives you a really fun shimmery sort of a look for a fraction of the cost. So I won't be getting that. I can't afford that. That's way too much for me, way too rich for my blood. Viseart have released a new limited edition eyeshadow palette that's exclusively available online at Alcone Co, Alcone Co. It's called the Downtown Palette, and it's a collaboration that apparently celebrates the unique and vibrant spirit of downtown New York City and was inspired by the many artists there. It includes 12 matte, satin and shimmer shadows, but it doesn't give us a breakdown of how many mattes there are, how many shimmers there are, how many satins there are. I don't really know. I recently got a Viseart mini, a petite pro, and I wasn't very impressed with that. The formula was weird and gritty. I'm so glad I got it, because otherwise I could be running off and buying something like this. In saying that though, I'm looking at it and the colours aren't wildly interesting to me, so I'll be passing on that. I mean, so far so good. I'm doing pretty darn well in terms of passing on things. And here's where my resolve actually breaks. Give Me Glow Cosmetics have provided a sneak peek of their Vintage Rose palette, which is launching on the 30th of August at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for $36. And there's some beautiful pinks and greens, and it's so pretty. And I missed their last eyeshadow palette that they released, which was the Juicy Olive, and I still have so much like makeup regret not getting that, because it looked so pretty, and I'm like, but I have loads of greens now, and you have more green eyeshadow palettes, you're fine, you didn't really need it. But I go back to the website every so often, and it's still out of stock. I don't know if they'll ever restock it, but I keep coming back to it and kind of going, you look so pretty, I really want you. But such is life. Lick and Lash Beauty on their Instagram page kind of gave a sneak peek at a sample palette. So they're currently looking at coming up with like a new color story for a new palette, and it says that they're going to make sure that it has a mix of mattes, shimmers and duochromes. I think it looks really pretty. Now, I've never tried Lick and Lash Beauty. They came out with a palette a couple of months ago, and I was really intrigued by that, but I didn't end up getting it. It had more of like a purpley, orangey, pinky tone to it. This seems to have a few more blues involved. As to whether or not they'll keep it like that, I don't know. This is just like a sneak kind of idea as to what they're toying around with at the moment. Lisa Eldridge, which I believe is a makeup artist who has collaborated with Lancome in the past. She's been like their makeup artist. She has launched 4 new pink lipstick shades with 2 different shades, which retail for $26 each. So the first shade is Go Lightly, and it's a light, bright salmon pink with pastel undertone, and it's a semi-sheer lipstick. The next shade is Love of My Life and claims to be a medium true rosy pink semi-sheer lipstick that isn't too blue or too red, which is, you know, a big claim in and of itself. The third is Rainbow Spill and is an ultra bright watermelon pink with a muted neon edge and a demi matte finish. And the final one is Skyscraper Rose, which is an electrically modern fuchsia pink, their words, not mine, with a demi matte finish, and they are all cruelty free. I think these look really interesting, but I'll probably be passing on them. They're £26 each, which is quite good, or not quite good, it's quite expensive. I'll get there. It's yeah, I'll probably be passing on. I like that they, in their promo picture, they kind of showed it on lots of different skin tones, kind of give you an idea as to whether or not it might potentially suit you. I think that's quite nice. Next one is that Alien Cosmetics have provided a very quick sneak peek with some new single shadows that are coming soon. So they have a pink, an orange, a green and a sort of a goldy shimmer. I've never tried anything from Alien Cosmetics. It looks nice, but I won't bother getting it. I've loads of singles as it is, and I don't really know the brand that well. Of course, I look at the green and I'm like, Teresa, you have that green several times over. Stop it. Calm down. This one kind of snuck up on me, partly because like it's already been released and I don't know where it came out of, but I look at it and it just gives me late 90s, early noughties vibes, and not necessarily in a good way. Benefit Cosmetics have launched a new palette which is available on Cult Beauty for £20.50. It's apparently exclusive to there. It's called the Easy Smokin' Eyes palette. This is a 4-pan palette with 2 mattes and 2 shimmer formulations, and the PR info says that it has pinks, coppers and browns for an effortless smoky eye. This is the PR image that they've put out. There's matte soft pink and smoky brown and shimmer copper and bronze and 2 dual-ended application brushes. We all know when we get an application brush with a palette, they're never much good. Yeah, I mean, neutrals. Benefit. What do you say? Benefit are just late to the party every single time. And they're about 15 years too late with this. Yeah, no, I'm not getting this. No, no. Next one is the Mecca Max, which I hadn't heard of before. They have launched two new products, so a mascara and a liquid liner. The Wink Ink Super Mascara retails for $20 and claims to be volumizing and buildable, non-flaky and long-lasting, lengthening. Claims to get in between each lash to separate for fullness and is 100% vegan and cruelty-free. Now, I'm not that into mascaras simply because I have no lashes to really work with in the first place. So I don't know. I tend to kind of just use whatever I have to kind of run it through my falsies to kind of put my real lashes, whatever is there, and mix them in with the falsies. So spending that much on a mascara doesn't make a huge amount of sense for me in the way that I use it. The next thing that they have is the Wink Ink Super Liquid Liner, which retails for $17, claims to have a super dark black pigment, is long wear and has a smudge-free finish. Also claims to have a self-filling felt tip for easy fuss-free application, defined tip for thin lines, and a classic satin matte finish, and it's also 100% vegan and cruelty-free. I'm not great with liners. I can barely see what I'm doing when I'm putting on my eye makeup in general, simply because my eyesight is so bad. I usually have to have like the makeup mirror here, and even then it's a struggle. So me trying to put on eyeliner is a joke. I tried to put some on today. It doesn't look fantastic, but hashtag it'll do. I have enough liners, so I won't be getting that, but it's a viable option if it's something you're interested in. Maybelline have collaborated with Summer McKeen to produce 6 ultra glossy lip glosses in shades Tan Line, Bronzed Up, Barefoot, Heatwave, Sunkissed and Sunburn, and it's meant to launch on the 15th of July in Walmart in the US, retailing for $5.94. So I don't know when they'll come to Ireland or the UK. Some of those shades look really pretty, and if they're retailing for $5.94, I would imagine it to be about €6-ish here, which doesn't break the bank. I don't really have anything from Maybelline, so I don't really know what it would be like. I have enough lip glosses, lip balms, lip stuff, so I don't need to get that. Next thing is EM Cosmetics, not EMME. Like I said, there are two different ones. I don't know if I'm meant to pronounce them differently, but we are here. This is what we're doing. So EM Cosmetics, EM, have extended their Infinite Lip Cloud line with their new classic essentials in Cashmere Creme, which is a pale nude, a Radiant Dawn, which is a bright rose, Morning Mocha, which is a caramel nude, and Magic Hour, which is a peach nude. And these are available on EM Cosmetics, I'm assuming their website, and retail for $20 US. So again, I probably won't be picking that one up. NARS are releasing some new high pigment long wear eyeliners, so pencil eyeliners, in shades Black, Intense Black, Black Pearl. There's a lot of black. Dark chocolate brown, metallic brown, a lot of browns. Deep navy, straight grey, bright cobalt, burnt metallic red, deep green, nude, white, metallic silver, metallic gold, and metallic copper. And these are launching in Japan on August 23rd. So I'm not sure if they're going to come to Europe or what the story is there. That cobalt blue is really nice. I think that looks really pretty, and I'm intrigued by the red as well. So if they came, I would definitely think about getting it, for the waterline. I think that'd look really, really interesting. The next one that we have here is Iconic London have released their Brow Silk, and it's apparently been inspired by this old Hollywood trick of taking a bar of soap and using it and brushing it through your eyebrows to get it to set and stay in a particular way. So this is what has apparently inspired this, and they've said this, and it's available on Iconic London for £22, including the brush. But I'm like, if it's inspired by a bar of soap, which I have in my house, because I'm trying not to use liquid soap, environment, etc., then surely I could get the exact same, or at least very similar look with like a €2 bar of soap. rather than a £22 thing. So I'm kind of like, no, I'm gonna go on that. Plus, I'm not great at doing brows. Like, this is just haphazard at best. I'm just like, I don't know. I fill in, because again, I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm like, because my glasses get in the way, so I have to take them off. And it's a whole, doing your makeup when you can't see anything is a pain. And I can't get, what are the words? Contact lenses that will give me my full vision. They'll only give me 80% of my vision, and that would just drive me bananas. So I just, yeah, it's a whole thing. Me doing makeup is hard. It's very hard. Next thing is Essence Cosmetics, which you can generally find in Penneys in Ireland or Primark if you're in the UK. They've released a Berry On Trend edition collection, including a Berry On eyeshadow palette for $6.99. Reminds me a little bit of Urban Decay's Naked Cherry. A Berry On liquid lipstick in the shades Berry Nice and Berry Beautiful for €2.29. Berry On highlighter in the shades Berry On My Mind and Berry Vines for €3.79. Berry On Eau de Toilette for €4.99. Berry On eyeshadow brush for €1.49 and Berry On face brush for $2.99, and they're apparently available now. So I assume if you just went down to Primark or Penneys now, you could probably just pick it up. I won't. I've never really gotten on with Essence formulas. They're not my thing. Yves Saint Laurent have announced that they will be releasing a limited edition packaging of Rouge Couture lipsticks, and they should be available around September. So I think that all that's new to that is just the packaging. I don't know if they've reformulated anything. It looks kind of cute. It's like polka dots. I mean, I've never really tried any of the YSL stuff. It looks nice, but not for me. Touch of Glam Beauty, which is an indie brand. It's run out of California. It's a one-woman show. She's released a new single shadow called Alter Ego. So it seems to be a multi-chrome which goes from a blue to a purple to a sort of a goldy greeny shift. That looks really, really interesting. I don't know how much it would retail for. I think I saw it retailing for about £12.50 or something like that, which isn't bad considering she makes all of these herself. She's a one-woman show, and I think her business got a little bit behind because of the Californian earthquakes, but she's doing really well actually. I ordered some Vivid Brights collection from her, and that has been dispatched and will apparently be coming to me in the next week or two, so I'm looking forward to that because I really needed more. I won't be getting that one simply because I'm not going to buy one shadow to have that come in and then have to pay duty on it. Shu Uemura are doing a second collaboration with Watana Benaomi. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, and includes a Rouge Unlimited lipstick in Attention Stealer and Silent Crusher, Rouge Unlimited matte lipsticks in Number 1 and Unfollower. It also includes a Glow On blushes in Bellini Innocence and Amber Sophistication, and they apparently have customizable cases available for the blushes. They're available for pre-order and they'll be available in store on the 20th of July, but it is a Japanese exclusive. I assume it's because the person that they're collaborating with is a Japanese influencer, but it kind of doesn't make sense to me that they're not making it available worldwide, because it does look very pretty, like very, very wearable, and it'd be nice to see something that is a collaboration between a makeup brand and somebody who is not Caucasian. It'd just be nice because, I mean, we have so many diverse skin tones. It'd be nice to see some cosmetics launched in the West that aren't just geared towards the super white. Hourglass have provided a sneak peek of their Arch Brow collection. So this is all that I could get. I don't really know what it is, but it does kind of look like it's a micro brow pencil. I won't be picking that up simply because I'm not that into brow products, and I find that even the expensive products, I can't tell the difference between that and a cheaper product. Like I was recommended a MAC brow product, and it was exactly the same as my Soap and Glory Archery brow product, and gave me the exact same look, but for like more than twice the money. So I was like, oh yeah, no, no. I'm not very good with brows. I don't really know how to do them. It's just guesswork. Colourpop, of course, have released two new empty palettes. So one is a large palm tree, which retails for $7.50, while the other is a small palette with a palm tree design, which retails for $5.25. They've also released the Passport to Summer curated palette within the large palm tree palette, and this retails for $40. So it's not that they have anything new per se, with the exception of the empty palettes, but they do have a new curated palette with existing shades. So if you are looking at getting that, check your existing Colourpop eyeshadow shades and see if there's any duplicates there, because you might actually be better off just buying whatever you don't have in singles than shelling out $40 to end up with some additional duplicates. Peachy Queen have released their new Summer Bloom palette, and it's currently available on their website. It has a lovely kind of a minty green, a kind of a pinky purple. It reminds me a huge amount of Juvia's Place Douce palette. So there's no point in me getting that if I already have essentially a dupe. I heard my cat at the door. Okay. Ah! Not up there. Okay. So next thing we have is Kraken Cosmetics have released a revamped Notice Me Senpai, or Senpei, don't know how to pronounce it, palette for $32. It has 5 mattes, 3 shimmers, 1 shift, 1 foil, and 1 satin. I'm looking at the swatches of that, which I don't have included, but they look quite nice. But again, I have a lot of colours that kind of are dupes for that, so I'm being strong and I'm passing on that, but it looks really cute. Estee Lauder have paired up with Nigerian-born British fashion designer Duro Ulowu, I'm really bad at pronouncing names, to produce a limited edition collection which includes a day eyeshadow palette and a night eyeshadow palette, which retails for $39 each, and they have matte and pearl finishes. The mirror even features Duro's signature. What I found really interesting is he's kind of known for colour, but the eyeshadow palettes are very muted, so I expected more colourful palettes. Maybe it was Estee Lauder kind of pulling on that, I don't know. The packaging is very bright and doesn't seem to kind of fit in with the actual shades. It's very weird, it's like a little mismatch. They're also releasing a double wear stay in place eye pencil in an exclusive Duro Olowu, oh god, I'm really bad at pronouncing this, designed box for $26 in the shades Burgundy and Onyx, and they're also releasing a pure colour Envy sculpting lipstick for $32 in the colours Rebellious Rose and Carnal. So yeah, I won't be getting that. Nothing really appeals to me. BH Cosmetics have released something new. Major surprise there. They're always releasing things. They have added to their travel palette collection with 3 new palettes. The first is Beautiful in Barcelona, which has a mix of mattes and shimmers with warm neutrals and smoky hues, and it retails for $16. I'm not very interested in that. It's kind of a bit too muted. Sorry, there's a cat there. The shades don't really appeal to me. The next one is a Glowing in Grease, which is a blush and highlighter palette. Again, I've loads of blush, I've loads of highlight, I don't need it, but that retails for $16. I can't speak as to the quality of BH Cosmetics because I've never actually tried them, but I've heard really good things about them. The last thing they have is a Summer in Saint-Tropez eyeshadow palette, which has 16 eyeshadows featuring pinks and blues, and it retails for $16. Out of all 3 of them, that is the one that most intrigues me because it has a yellow, this sort of like an almost like ocean blue, you know, summery blue colour, beautiful reds, oranges, purples. that interests me, but I'm kind of like, no, you just got the Sunrise palette from Natasha Denona. It has the yellows and the reds that you like, and it has some purples, so just chill out, like, be strong. So I'm going to pass on that, but if I see it in a sale, I'll probably pick it up. Next thing are Sigma Beauty are adding 3 new brushes to their range on the 16th of July. These are smaller detail versions of some of their best selling eye brushes. So they have the new E27 is a detail blending brush, and it's a smaller detail version of the E25 blending brush. They have a new E33 Detail Diffused Crease, which is a detail version of the E38 Diffused Crease, and the E43 Precision Firm Blender, which is a new detail version of the E44 Firm Blender, and each retail for $15 each. But you can also get them in the Ultimate Blending Brush set, which retails for $69, and that includes kind of the bigger original versions of them, the E25, the E38, and the E44. I'm really interested in this because I always feel like my eye brushes are too big for my eyes, and I can't quite get exactly what it is that I need when I'm trying to blend. And again, I can't see what I'm doing when I'm blending, so it's just a hope and a prayer. God, this is such a long video, but I'm getting there. Next thing is Eunique, Nique Beauty have released a new eyeshadow palette called La Gelateria. So it's like ice cream inspired. You can buy this in a set with a bag, so you can get the bag in black, pink, green or yellow for £49.99, or you can buy the bag alone for £27.99, which confuses the hell out of me because you can't get the eyeshadow palette by itself. So on that alone, I wouldn't get it. I don't need a bag. I don't want a bag. I don't want to buy things I don't need. It looks cute, and again, I think because of the shape of it, even I'd struggle knowing where to store it and how to store it. I'm like, what? I get it, you're doing a cool new kooky thing, but storage. So I'm gonna pass on that. It doesn't speak to me. Anja, Anja Beauty Cosmetics have released a sneak peek for their new Rise and Shine palette. So it seems to be a really bright, vibrant pink glitter and a yellowy, not quite mustard yellow, but leaning towards that sort of a shimmery shade, which I like that. That looks really nice. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. That does appeal to me. We're back to Benefit Cosmetics. Benefit, what you doing? They've released their Flockstar palette, which is available now. It's a flamingo inspired makeup palette with 2 shades of Hoola bronzer. So they have the original Hoola bronzer and the Hoola Light. They have 2 blushes, so Dandelion Bop and California in minis. So again, they just keep releasing stuff that they've done before again and again, and I'm like, what are you doing? They have 4 eyeshadows, fairly nude, fairly neutral, some kind of pink, a slightly berry-ish look, which is really at the park for Benefit. 2 lip shines and 2 lip colours, and they have a plastic piece that slides over to protect the lip colours, which is something at least, because I cannot stand a set that has lip products and cream stuff, and it's messy, it's gross, contamination, yuck. But even if you have a lip palette, that's really hard to use because that's going to be huge. I'd say that'll be about this big. You can't just put that into your purse. How is that viable? So obviously I'm passing on that. It's retailing for $34. No, thank you. I recently just even depotted a couple of Benefit stuff that I had because it just took up so much room. It was bulky, unnecessary packaging. Natasha Denona have offered a sneak peek of a new mini palette. Of course, it's in black and white, so we can't really tell. It's just going to be speculation by me. That they say will be inspired by one of her eyeshadow palettes. So she's already done, I think, the mini Sunset palette. It's not the Sunrise. Like this is the Sunrise. She's done the mini Star. She's done the mini Lila. So unless she's going to do like a mini Gold, or maybe the mini Sunrise, which the Sunrise palette, this is part of why I brought this here. Thinking ahead. The Sunrise palette, if I can get it out of its box. There we go. I was just using it today. That's what's on my eyes. Better makeup artist than me can do much better things. But it's very pretty. It's very, very nice. Maybe if they're doing a mini of that, but at the same time, I wonder about the use of that, because they released a holiday palette, which in my mind is very similar. You know, it has your yellows, your, hold on now, there we go. Less reflection, much better thoughts. So I'm kind of like, oh, is that 100% necessary? So it might be that, it might be the gold. I don't know. I'll see. I have loads. I need to be strong. So yeah, I probably won't get it. Next thing is Ulta Beauty, which we don't have here in Europe, but it's present in the US. They've released a new collection inspired by the artist Frida Kahlo, which I think is super, super cool. It includes a blush and bronzer duo with a matte finish, and they're $12 each, and they have them in shades Biseau d'Amour and Biseau de Sol. Again, I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. They're also releasing a cosmetic bag for $20, which I just think is gorgeous. I get that, but I'm not in the States. And a brush set for $30. They have 4 matte liquid lipsticks in the shades Vida, Passion, Surreal and Sensual for $10 each. They've also included a face primer for $14 and a brow master palette for $14, which I really enjoy, because Frida Kahlo was kind of known for having essentially a unibrow that she was like really boss about, and was like, I'm not changing that for nobody. This is how I look. This is me. This is authentic. So I think it's really interesting that they have a brow master palette. I don't know how she would have felt about that, because she was all about untamed, kind of wild beauty. But it's interesting. They have a 12 pan eyeshadow palette, because you can't release a makeup collection unless there's an eyeshadow palette in it, and that retails for $30, and it has a hue switching pan, which I always think is really smart. And they're also bringing out a beauty floral headband for $18, and I saw that and I really want it. I really, really want it. It looks so cute. But again, it's in the States, so I can't have it. And they have a liquid illuminator for $10. Yeah, I can't get it. It's in the States. It's out of my control, but it does look really nice. Burberry have released a set of 28 glosses, which are available in Bloomingdale's. So I don't know where you can buy Burberry in Ireland or the UK. I'm assuming places like Selfridges, House of Fraser, something like that. They claim to be a hydrating veil of smooth and intense mirror-like shine for a subtle dewy finish, or intensified with layers to create a ripe, wet-looking result. The word ripe there just seems a bit weird to me. They retail for $29 each, and they're apparently inspired by a lot of the shades or kind of textiles that Burberry already have. I won't be getting that. It's too rich for my blood. Next thing is Circadia Cosmetics, which is an indie brand, are releasing some new eyeshadows. So they've given some sneak peeks. So all that we've seen for the moment is this really vivid red, which reminds me an awful lot of Kat Von D's Blood Milk, which is still available, but I don't know if she's reformulated it or what the story is there. Again, if I get these, having singles in it without putting them into a Z palette doesn't make any sense to me, because I won't reach for it. But I think that looks really nice, and I love seeing new indie brands. Another new indie brand is Moon Cosmetics, and they've revealed their new eyeshadow shades that they'll be releasing with their launch. So it seems to be some like blues, kind of tealy greens, silvers and yellows, which look really pretty. I think it's really bang on trend. Everyone's loving greens and blues and yellows at the moment. That's all that the beauty community has been looking for. I think if this had been released 2 or 3 months ago, that would have been hugely successful, but they've kind of been pipped at the post by the likes of Colourpop. But that's tough in and of itself, because Colourpop are one of the only brands that have their own in-house labs, so they are just going to get stuff out much quicker than everyone else. I won't be getting that, but I think it looks really pretty, and I hope they do really well. Storybook Cosmetics, haven't heard anything from them in a while, but they are releasing a new eyeshadow palette, and they've kind of given a new sneak peek, and it's inspired by Sherlock Holmes. I think it looks really cute. I don't know if I'll get it because again the packaging is so big, but I think if you love books and if you love makeup, I think it could be a really cute sort of a keepsake type of thing. Saucebox Cosmetics have released a new enchanted brush set, and that's available for pre-order now. I don't know anything about them or what their quality is like, but if I'm going to get a brush set, I'm going to be getting the Sigma Beauty. Like I really want that, but I mean, if it's good, it's good. We'll see. Starfire Cosmetics are launching new jelly shadows on the 10th of July, so they have some really interesting shades. What I find interesting is they have a black shade in there, and as a jelly shadow, that's interesting. But I think as well you could potentially use that as a liquid liner. So that's really interesting because I find that with the jelly shadows, the sort of consistency that they are, it's easier to kind of, you could use them as an eyeliner. So I think that looks really interesting. I don't know how much they are. They haven't any details on that, but it looks good. We have Cosmic Turtle Cosmetics, which is an amazing name, have provided a sneak peek of some of their new shades. They're currently testing out some of their eyeshadows. So they look really pretty. I like there's this kind of a purpley bluey shimmer that looks really nice. That kind of a mustardy yellow colour. The rest are kind of stuff I've all kind of seen before, but I think that looks really interesting. Next one is Halcyon Cosmetics have started to reveal their eyeshadow shades. I think this is right bang on cue for autumn. You know, we see a lot of autumn shades here. I think that makes an awful lot of sense. I already have a lot of shades like this, so I won't be getting them, but I think it's a very smart move on their part that they're already thinking forward to autumn. Next one is Coloured Rain, which is again an indie brand run by a woman. Always good to see. And they're releasing a flawless perfecting sponge, which they claim is super soft, cruelty free and latex free. So that's really good if you have a latex allergy, because I know a few people who do. And it's retailing for $6, which is really good. Of course, once it gets over here to to Ireland and the UK, it'll probably be a bit more, but I'm intrigued in checking that out because my Real Technique sponge I need to throw away because it's kind of looking a bit gross at the moment. Cece got her little mouth into it the other day and it's been a little bit chewed. But there you go. Next thing is Simply Nail Logical is launching her own brand with a new set of nail polishes called Hollow Taco. So 3 of the shades look very similar, but it's actually, they are different because they have them in linear, flaky and scattered. So linear kind of packs on all of the glitter together. Flaky seems to be a less densely packed glitter, and scattered seems to be a much more sparse glitter, so it'll give you different looks. So they're all retailing for $13 each. Then they have the One Coat Black and Royal Tea Blue, which retails for $11 each, but you could get the entire collection for $60, and it's available now. I won't be getting that. I used to be really big into nail polishes, but I got it out of the habit of using them because I'm lazy. I'd love to get back into it, but I always loved OPI. They were kind of my thing. But always good to see something new. So maybe if they come out with some more colours, I might have a think about it. We're at the end. This is the last thing. But I know as soon as I've finished editing this, because it takes me forever to put everything together and then to upload it. It takes about a day to upload because my upload speed is so bad. Anyways, whatever. We'll get on with it. This is the very last thing. Shea J Cosmetics have revealed their new Tour of Venice palette. So they have some nice like blues, a sort of a green, an orange, a red, a yellow, and then some kind of peachy colours. Two of those peachy colours look exactly the same to me, so I'm like, could that have been edited further so it was less samey? Because I would imagine once you blend them out, they're going to look really similar. I'm personally going to pass on that. There's nothing hugely inspiring to me on that. Always good to see something new, but it's just not for me. And that's it. That is everything that has released from the 30th of June to the 6th of July. So many things. Yeah. So I think I've been very good in the sense of being able to kind of stop myself and kind of go, no, Teresa, you're not getting this. You need to chill out. I'd love to know what other people think. If there's anything there that you're like, oh, I need that, I really want that, let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm done here. I have to go and edit this. Enjoy. Bye.